Hi, I'm Jeremiah Kiehn, and welcome to a new and improved Sports Roundup here at SMSU. And welcome back. We here at SMSU, we just got done with Hawaiian weekend night. We'll be talking about that here in a bit. About after that, we'll be talking with Lance Boozer from the football team. And after that, we'll probably be talking about some Super Bowl stuff, considering, that happened on Sunday. So, to start off, let's talk about the girls' basketball game here this past Saturday for Hawaiian weekend night. The SMSU Mustangs played against the UMD Bulldogs and squeaked out a 71-68 victory. Hope Bonlander scored a career-high 16 points to help Southwest Minnesota State to their victory. Also notables were Tiffany Gale with 12 points and Emily Dusky with 12. SMSU improves to 13-3-17 and 3-13 in the conference. They finished shooting 56% from the floor, including 53% from three-point range. UMD falls to 10-10 and 8-8 in the conference. They finished with 43% shooting with just 20% from three-point range. Essentially, start off the game, both teams shot very efficiently and very well. The Bulldogs had an 8-4 lead, they took a lead around the 17:09 mark, but three-pointer by Rush at around the 13-minute 54 seconds left. In between that time, very close game, very evenly matched game. That three-pointer by Rush gave the Mustangs a three-point advantage at that time. About half, as it kept going along, the Mustangs got a 40-35 lead. After halftime, it seems that the Bulldogs kind of got their stuff together, and they rushed out to a 44-44 tie. Throughout, they kept exchanging three-pointers and ones, the whole shebang there. They fought back. The Bulldogs fought back and took a 1-point lead with 4:03 left remaining. Rush gave us another three to give us a 4-point lead with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to play. Essentially, it was over at that point. UMD would cash in another three, but with just 40 seconds, they would cash in another three with 7 seconds left, but they would hold off the Bulldogs with a 71-68 victory. Very back and forth game in general. Hope Bonlander, our sophomore power forward, she seemed very composed and calm throughout the game. Me as a cameraman working that game, I saw that she was able to maneuver through traffic and put up very good layup shots in traffic, with their bigs kind of challenging her throughout a lot of the possessions. Our bigs, with Gale and Dusky, they got their rebounds passed off to our guards and what have you. Also cleared the way for Hope to get her 16 points. Also turnover rate, that's another thing that whenever I watch sports, that's the thing that I kind of look for. There was virtually a non-existent disparity from the Bulldogs and the Mustangs. In regards to that, we got 15 points from UMD's turnovers while they got 12 from ours. That kind of led us to have a more comfortable offense in general. We weren't rushed to put up shots to beat the shot clock. We kept calm and composed, so we were able to run our offense efficiently. Also to add in, Hope Bonlander scored 16 points, 78% shooting. Dusky, 71%, Rush with 36%, and Gale, 38% shooting. Very, very good shooting night for our women. Now to our men now. Our men eventually won 78 to 59. Kind of fairly rout to an extent at the end of the second half. Carter Kirk scored a career-high 17 points on 8 of 10 shooting, 80%, to lead them. SMSU snapped an 8-game losing streak and also improves to 10-12, while the Bulldogs, they go down to, what is it here? They dropped to 11-11 and 8-8 in their conference. Again, like the girls' game, a very back-and-forth game. SMSU held a 29-26 lead, but eventually pulled away. Very balanced game. They were held to 4 turnovers, which is a career low for the Mustangs. Very good game, both sides. All right, well, we are going to come back in a bit to Lance Boozer from the football team, and we'll talk a bit about that. And we'll be back from break.
Southwest Minnesota State University, where private school atmosphere meets public school cost. Programs like culinology, agronomy, and environmental science set the standard nationwide, where grad placement rates are over 97%. And the school invests in you, putting over $80 million back into the university. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
Your heart rate's a little fast.
Cause of death, acute myocardial infarction.
Have you tried a weight loss program?
Likely caused by type 2 diabetes and heart disease.
Still smoking?
Victim's lungs are black and scarred.
You can get a physical exam now, or you can get one later. Use our free risk calculator and talk to your doctor. Lower your risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease and live a healthier life.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah Kiehn, and I'm joined here with Lance Boozer from the SMSU football team. So, how are you, Lance? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Doing well? Awesome. How's the off-season treating you?
It's going real well right now. I'm doing a lot of private work, just me and another player, AJ Page, as well. We're doing a lot of position-based stuff.
What position do you play, by the way, for our viewers?
That's a defensive end.
Okay, so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, and what do you guys do in the off-season? Like, what's your, as a team, what do you guys do? Do you guys, have, a workout plan? Do you have, a diet plan, weight goals, strength goals, anything? Could you tell me a little bit about that?
We kind of revamped things. We have a new strength and conditioning coach, Coach Caleb Heim. He's doing a real nice job here. All the guys seem to cling to him, and they think that he's doing a real great job. We're buying in. As far as our programs, typically what we do during the off season, we work out basically Monday, Wednesday, Fridays with straight strength, and Tuesday, Thursdays with conditioning.
Ooh, that's
But a lot of guys get in there. We get in there early. It's about discipline. It's about commitment, and it's really just about dedication. Who wants to be there?
Seeing I played soccer for 1 year in college, so I kind of know a little bit about that. All right, well, let's get off the topic of you personally and what you're doing. What's the outlook for next season? I know you guys have about 47 signees. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, coming here. What's your guys' expectations for next season?
Next season, we're just looking to. Right now, we're looking to get better, and that comes in the off season. Just putting in the work, and we have our new guys coming in. Everybody's coming in. We're just forming that camaraderie. That's the main goal. As far as next season, we'll just have to handle that when we get there.
Yeah. And obviously in college we lose players to transferring and graduation. Who exactly are we missing out on, and what are we going to do about that?
We had
few crucial pieces to our program here.
Yeah.
Jordan Cross, as well as Adam Olson. They're receivers here.
Yep.
They'll be going due to graduation, which it's not a bad thing, you know.
It's always a good
It's always a
thing.
good thing to see your student athletes graduating.
Yeah.
Leon Perry is another guy, defensive end, who played a big role here. But I feel like with those 47 signees and the recruits and the JUCO transfers that we have coming in, we're going to fill those spots really nicely. So
yeah, as a lot of coaches say, we don't rebuild, we reload.
Exactly.
As it were. So very good. What are some positives from last season that you saw in regards to your entire season?
There were a lot of positives actually that I've seen. Getting closer to the end of the season, I began to see our defense come together more. I'm a defensive guy, of course, so I'm always speaking for defense. So I feel like we just came together and we started showing people what we were really capable of. So we want to show more of that in the next season.
Definitely. Also, let's go more individual as well. What's your favorite memory from this past football season?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'll go back to the Upper Iowa game. Again, it was a great game played, both defense and offense. But I really felt like it was a defense-dominated game. To capitalize it, that last play, my favorite memory, when
what happened? Take us through.
Jacob Lepso. We will also be missing him too. So
random fact: he's from Redfield, South Dakota, as am I.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew about him before, but
I think I need to go over there and get whatever he's eating, man. 'Cause he's a nice size, but he just in the game he just went out and just clobbered the quarterback, and it just got up and started celebrating. Everybody rushed the field. It was just one of those great moments that you never forget.
Oh boy.
So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Also from soccer, I have some of those like just let's go kind of moments. So, let's see. What is Lance excited about for next football season? I not looking at the entire team. What you guys are excited about? What are you looking forward to?
Really, it's just another opportunity to push myself to limits. Just seeing how much of the off-season difference does it make of just consistently grinding in the weight room is what we call it.
Definitely.
So I just wanted to see my full potential, and that's what I'm trying to reach
We do
towards.
too.
So,
we do too here as a spectator. We want to see what Lance Boozer can do for this football team. All right, well, we're going to head to break here. We'll be back to talk about the Super Bowl. Quick thing though, what's your opinion of what happened of everything? 10 seconds or less.
Seahawks and Patriots was a great game. It was a great game.
Yep.
Came down to that last play call. I feel Pete Carroll was rushing. He just
Definitely.
thought doing a quick slants real quick just to throw it in there. But it's a questionable play call. But at the same time, I don't have the same credentials, so I can't really.
Same here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
All right. Well, we're gonna send it to break. You're here at Sports Roundup here at SMSU.
When I was first diagnosed with HIV, Cookie and I decided to fight this disease. Now we're here to urge you to stand with us in the fight against HIV.
In the U.S., about half of the new HIV cases have occurred among African Americans.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member today.
They say America's the land of opportunity. But today, 1 out of every 6 children lives without enough. That's nearly 13 million of us living below the poverty line, struggling every day just to hang on. This is America. Together, we can do so much. Will you help? Go to povertyusa.org today and get involved.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah Kiehn, and you're back here at SMSU Sports Roundup. All right, well, Super Bowl Sunday. That just occurred last Sunday, as it were. We had the New England Patriots, who ended up finishing 15-4, versus the Seattle Seahawks, 14-5. The Patriots are coming off a controversial a win against the Colts the controversy is behind the deflated football kind of spectacle here. But hey, all right, here we go with the action. Here's right after the interception from Russell Wilson. This Let's see. Yep, there is Malcolm Butler, the not very known defensive man. Here's what he has to say here.
And it came true, and
yeah,
I'm just
looking.
blessed.
Yeah, it's all come up to this. Yeah, for him. Yeah, he's a West Alabama native, Division II. He had that last interception, in which it's definitely a subject of controversy, due to the fact that as the play went on, well, the entire drive went on, they were on the 1 yard line, in which they had about 26 seconds to go approximately, and what a lot of people can't understand is why they passed the ball instead of giving it to Pro Bowl running back Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch, in fact, also was my fantasy running back. I don't understand why either. But what happened was there was a quick slant pass called from Pete Carroll, and that led to Russell Wilson attempting to complete a pass to Lockett from the Seahawks, and eventually ended up in an interception from Malcolm Butler, which effectively ended the game. What a lot of people have been saying too, they're trying to grasp the decision behind Pete Carroll's, trying to grasp the understanding behind Pete Carroll's decision to throw the ball when Marshawn Lynch had already gone for 102 yards and a touchdown. What I think, and what many others do believe, they look at the previous play. What had happened is, the previous couple plays, there was a pass to Jermaine Kearse, which went about 30-some yards, and next play, they were around the 5 yard line. The next play, Marshawn Lynch, of course, as well he should, got the ball and drove it in about the 1 yard line. And now, in between that play, New England did have a timeout to call, two of them. And what I suspect that Seattle was wondering is whether or not they were going to call it. And effectively, if they did call it and they gave it to Lynch and he scored a touchdown, the Patriots would certainly have had about enough time for at least one more play to have a last chance stand. But genius, I think, behind of Bill Belichick is that he did not call a timeout there and just let the clock keep running. This, I believe, led to a very panicky decision from Pete Carroll to just call a quick slant pass. If the ball was incomplete, it would effectively stop the clock, and they would have time to recuperate, given they did have a couple seconds left to go ahead and run the ball the next play. But unfortunately, it was intercepted, game over, done. Controversy is still going about. Also, Pete Carroll was interviewed regarding the play a couple days afterward. Kind of not necessarily biased, but just kind of a weird look at it. In that he was indirectly asked how he sleeps at night. More or less he has to wake up and be like, oh wow, I made the dumbest call in Super Bowl history. What he kind of said was that it wasn't necessarily the dumbest call in NFL history, but it had the worst result of any call in NFL history. That subject is hotly debated by both sides, but nonetheless, a great Super Bowl. Very good cap off to eventually, in its entirety, the Grand Hawaiian weekend. Great game, great couple games. It's very good. We're going to send it to break here. And yeah, so you're here watching SMSU Sports Roundup. I'm Jeremiah Kiehn. We'll be right back.
When you start with Rotary, good things happen. Rotary is ordinary people working together to clean the environment, stop disease, and accomplish other extraordinary things. Learn more at Rotary.org.
Like all new parents, my husband and I want what's best for our baby. When it came to immunizations, I wanted the facts. So I carefully researched vaccines, talking to pediatricians and other experts and asking tough questions. The answer was obvious. Vaccines like those against measles and influenza are not only a good idea, they could save our daughter's life. Take the time to get the facts. Vaccines save lives.
Hi, welcome back. As kind of summary here, great Hawaiian weekend night. This is actually my first Hawaiian weekend night. For those of you that don't know, I'm a transfer junior here at SMSU, so I was very impressed with everything, and it's a privilege of mine to be able to report it. Also here at Sports Roundup, this is a new kind of improved thing that we're doing here. Hopefully this leads to a great future in general, and it's definitely my privilege to host this show. All right, thank you so much for watching SMSU Sports Roundup here at KSSU. I'm Jeremiah Kiehn. Have a fantastic evening.